go. I think everything looks, hopefully sounds good. We're going to find out pretty quick. But we're rolling. Welcome aboard, everyone. Monte here. And yeah, basically continuing the Flash 2 and Crusade escapade and getting a better chance to go through Flash 2 proper, and then, of course, playing, a little bit of Crusade tonight as well. Unfortunately, a few things came up during the day. Some of you probably knew that I was originally wanting to do this on Sunday, but wasn't the only thing that was going on, unfortunately. There's actually been a few of us that I've been learning recently who've been having car troubles, including myself. There's like 3 people I know right now that have had some sort of car trouble. Some of you probably heard about what was going on with Honest, with his transmission. Me, tire, still trying to get that sorted out, but at least I have the tire back and it's patched and didn't cost me a thing, but kind of kept me out of commission. Didn't get the chance to do the stuff I was wanting to do until I got it all fixed up. So unfortunately, I'm not running on the real lifeblood of a Monte. We're substituting with an alternative fuel that is cherry Coca-Cola tonight instead of good old Dr. Pepper, but it is what it is. Cheers. There's a reason why I made that an emote. It's just too easy. That being said, though, make sure everything's looking and sounding good before I get the ball rolling. And at any point, if you're tired of listening to the wonderful music of Punch Deck, which, how could you? I can always mute the music and switch it back to in-game audio, depending on what your preferences are. I have no qualms with doing so just let me know. Let's see. Anyone have this weird thing happening with YouTube mobile where when you open it, for some reason, it's just not loading like your actual scroll bar, so you can't even look through anything? You have to exit the app and then go back in, and then it seems like it's working, but you got me. Okay, it sounds like the audio is working. That's a good sign. Perfect. Well, the ball is now rolling, and I got everything set up. Sounds like everything's good. Leave it as is. Make the magic happen. It's a weeknight stream, so I might not go for as long, but I do want to actually uphold the goal of actually, streaming on a Sunday proper. Also, I apologize if you can hear, this sound running in the background, but at the moment, I have my desktop running, and that thing runs like a train these days with how old it is. It's currently rendering some video in the background that took way, way longer than expected today, but it's all good. Let's see. Because at least I'll have something cool to show for soon. Yeah, I might do this. It's been a minute. Let's actually do some proper classic mode. There we go. Lower that rate down a little bit. Play classic mode with the new guy. I'm doing this for you, Julian King DDD. Although, gotta go with the best recolor. That's art right there. Can't go wrong with that.
This is Peach.
Ah, Peachy. I really do like their classic mode layout. Pretty legit.
Ready, go!
Oh, got the sticky. Gotta remember, there are items here. That's stuck to her shadow. Yay! Doesn't seem to do the trick, so it is what it is, right? And I'm glad I don't miss with my rock-steady DDD-ness.
This is Sheik and Link.
Beat her in battle. Now she's my ally. Makes sense.
Ready, go!
There's the Gordo. I'm like, I gotta use some Gordos. That worked out nicely.
versus Team Sonic.
Just what I needed. A team of hedgehogs.
Ready, go!
This state's actually pretty hyped. They're all blue. The blue knuckles are here. Oh, they're running back. They made it. They didn't make it for long, though, unfortunately.
Break the targets. Ready, go!
Oh, custom break the target stages. How I miss you. Just something you just can't replicate if you just make generic ones that don't really work in the character's favor. There we go. Where's that last one? Ah, I see.
Success!
And kick.
Versus Lloyd.
I do like that resprite work of him. I wonder how many other characters are gonna get resprite work. I should actually like check out the tabs. Oh, just too good. He's so good. How long will he be this good? Probably not very long. Wait, there'll be another
Versus Bowser and Tails.
Oh no, I'm fighting Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games right now.
Ready, go!
Double kill. Can't go wrong with that hammer attack.
Versus Giant Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh man. How are you gonna fit in an LCD screen when you're that big?
Ready, go!
Oh. I feel like we're the anomalies here. Like, invading territory. Home invasion.
Yay!
That's an eviction notice.
Smash!
Oh yeah, the Crystal Smash mode.
Ready, go!
Interesting idea. I'd kind of like to see something similar done, but I guess this kind of layout you more expect generic, not so tailor-made to each fighter. Yep. I'm fine.
Success!
And there you have it. Pretty straightforward, all things considered.
Versus Crystal.
How you like that? The smashing crystals, and now I have to smash
Ready,
crystal.
go!
The stuff just writes itself, doesn't it? No, I ain't going over any cliff. I won't let myself do it, Julian. Not as DDD. Hopefully I'm playing him as well as I should be. Which is, he's just too good. There's the Gordo. Oh, reflected it back. And he just stood there and took it. That's fine.
Versus Kirby.
These team-ups
and
are just
Meta
really on the
Knight.
nose, aren't they? Of course Kirby and Meta Knight be working
Ready?
together to plot my downfall. I kind of wonder At some point I do want to do streams where it's just more like, oh hey, I want to play this game that I really like, or I've been wanting to check out. I might do that at some point too, because there are, in the scheme of things, I thought it would be kind of fun to check out some of the different games that are more niche, more to my interest, just to see if other people feel the same way. One of the big ones is a couple of the Speed Racer games, like the Super Nintendo one and the PlayStation one. That might actually be kind of fun to check out.
Versus Hit, Ness, and Mega Man.
Oh man, is this a free-for-all?
Ready, go!
But how did we get down here? What's going on? I don't like it. I don't like what's happening. Defying the laws of physics. I don't like. Whew. This stage is wacky. But at least it's an interesting gimmick. I win. Gimmicks will not stop me from achieving my goal. Hey there, Lucaria. Welcome aboard. Yep, you're here tonight. Julian's here. Just going through some Flash 2 Classic with DDD. Of all the characters in that, I'm actually surprised they decided to add DDD, but hey, not a bad pick. DDD is a heavy. That's a lot of fun. Oh no, I crashed. How far does it go? I've actually been a minute since I've done the Flash 2 race to the finish, so. Whew, thank goodness for snapping the ledge. Oh, it's stuck. Moments like these you really appreciate the sprite work. Didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. Just so big. With some references to Galeem and Dark on there. I made it. How could it get any worse? I wonder if I should just cut my losses in a second. Oh man, am I gonna make it? Oh, there we go. Well, may not be the true correct way, but you know, considering that labyrinth aspect, that's hard to say. This would be a really cool stage to see in 3D, though. The fact that it's even here, pretty awesome. Hey, JViz, welcome aboard. Yeah, I just got through the the Smash Flash 2 Classic mode race to the finish. Pretty cool.
Fighting Silhouette Team.
Oh man, the shadows are real.
Ready?
There's ideas in this, and it's like, man, this would be cool. I'm just glad to have it all. Like, at the end of the day, the fact that we have stuff like this is awesome. This is a little bit of, oh god, it's gonna blow. This is a little bit of frame rate with this many characters all on screen, but It is what it is, right? Oh boy.
This is Metal Samus.
Oh, man, my spirit animal's here. She's not happy I'm not playing her.
Ready, go!
Well, that was anticlimactic. Just bop. Hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to
Master Hand.
Master Hand. Every time I see the sprite, I
Go!
remember the big death. Oh, well, it wasn't death battle. It was 1 minute melee where they used the sprite for the Master Hand versus the Polygon mascot from old Sony days. Polygon Man or something. Hey there, Orlando. Unfortunately, I don't know what you're saying right now. I am not a bilingual man. I'm like, if anything, 1/24 bilingual German. It's so far gone, it doesn't even count. My German teacher would be so disappointed in me. Bonk. Got that sound effect out. I'm a trophy. That's cool.
Congratulations!
Ah, I love congratulations screens. This is something that we gotta bring back in Rex. Woo! Don't tell Honest, I'm unlocking more stuff in this game. Oh, that's cool. This is why it pays to play the modes. This is how you actually get stuff. And you see some cool things while you're at it too, which is always nice. Let's see. Checking one thing here. There we go. So how is everyone's Tuesday night going? I mean, I'm West Coast and it's already after 10. So if any of you are watching from the East, you're not even on Tuesday anymore. You've jumped ahead into the future. I also kind of wonder if I'm seeing some of the chat. Hopefully, could be something on my end too, now that I think about it. Oh, thanks for covering there, JViz. Yeah. Absolutely. That's the cool thing about, especially any of these work-in-progress titles, where it's like, sky's still the limit. This is just the beginning. And that's still crazy to think that Flash 2 is still technically in an unreleased beta phase at this point. But at the same time, though, it is kind of cool that it is so, like all this is so refined for not being, like, a finished product yet. Like, every time I look at it, it's like, if you told me that it was finished, I would have believed you. But the fact that there's still so much being worked on, getting polished each step of the way, really makes a difference. And it gives you something to look forward to, too, because who knows what they'll add next. That being said... Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been touching up a lot of stuff. Like, now that you got DDD... you got other characters that have updated sprite artwork compared to before, like, well, the big one, obviously, would be Lloyd, where it's been touched up quite a bit compared to before. I like the idea that they're getting closer and closer to making, Bowser's is also touched up, where it's like they're just getting closer to making sure every character feels as visually updated as possible. I just wonder what they're going to do about Donkey Kong now, because he's got an old sprite, but now we have a new, modern design of Donkey Kong with the Flash 2 team kind of following Nintendo's footsteps and bring on that modern look, or will they keep the more classic rare design? Weird to say classic rare design at this point, because now the rare design is classic. Oh, the original, was it the original Flash or the very earliest iterations of Flash 2? Because I missed out on that. I was so bummed, like, realizing that something this big was being worked on for years and I had, like, no idea about it. Yeah, right. Well, it's like, the whole lineup of just anime characters in general is just like,
Naruto, Luffy, Goku.
But I think this stuff like this is probably what really encouraged the idea for people of like, oh, you need to add Goku to Smash Bros. You can't have Smash Bros without Goku. When you have stuff like this.
Naruto.
And don't get me wrong, as much as I still enjoy Naruto to an extent, but even back in the day when I enjoyed it as much as I did, this might have been a little too much for me. If it ever happened officially, I'd be like, as much as I enjoy Naruto, I would not want to actually see him in Smash Bros. Like, yeah, and they didn't keep going, because there are so many modern, like, shonen, big, heavy league hitters at this point. You got stuff from, like, Academia, you got Demon Slayer, you got all these things that could easily be, like, new shonen pro tags that could just line up the row. Imagine. Like, I still wait to see, like, which characters, because it's like, the Sakurai Touch isn't always, like, the best. Like, Sakurai Touch gave us official Ridley, which, for the most part, I'm okay with. One or two moves, it's like, okay, this is actually really cool. Like, Neutral B with the Fireball Barrage, I actually really like. But Down Air is such a, should have been the tail, not the feet. I don't know. There's just certain things about it I don't like as much as what we actually got from the fans first. I think the fans did it way better by comparison.
Samus.
Alright, time to do some justice and actually run through with my main this time. I like that one. But, also like the red. Like, it's also really cool that we have a proper official red Samus now, thanks to Prime 4, but that little bit of spoiler as to what's to come. Let's amp up the difficulty a little bit. Yeah, there's barely any overlap between the two at this point. And some of the stuff that is considered overlap now are PM exclusive, not exclusives, but inclusions, like Side B now working both like how it's worked already. That was probably the closest move. But then they made it work more like how it actually works officially. I'm excited for that new suit. I'm excited for Prime 4. Like, I know everyone's over here like, Switch 2, I'm all set now over here. Like, waiting on that. Not a priority. I'm just gonna get Prime 4 and call it good. Get a Switch 2 closer to when we get, like, Bonanza or more so Air Riders. That's the big one that I actually want this, you know, to actually have on the Switch 2. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it's only for. I'd be shocked if they had it on both the original and the new Switch.
Ready? Go!
So until we get new suit, this suit will have to do. Anything that's red is like, this is what I need. I'm playing as a more brawl like Samus against a Smash 4 like Ryu. Oh man. Sometimes I wish I had a little bit more killing power on a couple of these moves. That's fine. He's got to know when to fire. That's the important tip. I really like Samus' right this game. It's so good.
Lucario.
Well, it's a big step up. Like, I'm gonna get it for the Switch 1 just because it's like, I already have it, and I'm hoping that the game's actually on the cartridge. So, that's kind of the big goal for me. Get it on the Switch 1. some point when I get switched to, yeah, I'll upgrade it. Like that, it's no secret that I would not pass up that opportunity. Plus, it's free, I think, or a very like little amount of money. I think it's like a very small amount of upgrade. $10 or something. I'm not the biggest fan of, but I could be wrong. I can't keep track right now. Too much going on. Too much stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes. Too much stuff I got going on outside of this. Bye-bye, Pichu. Now you never get to grow up to be a Pikachu. Lucario can't save you now. There we go. That's all I needed. Land that hit. That's a good idea. I was actually planning on finally getting through Prime 3, because that's the only one I never finished. I was just not a fan of the control scheme, and it just never clicked for me. But thanks to Prime Hack, giving it the twin stick layout of a proper Pro controller, it's like now I can play this game. And they refined everything that was too gimmicky, and even though it's still a gimmicky game, at least I can play it now without having to aim a Wii mode everywhere, because I just never clicked. Hey, Honest, welcome aboard. Just unlocking some stuff in Flash 2 at the moment. Actually forgot how neat this classic mode was. Oh man, it's an army of Pac-Man. This is Namco's revenge. But yeah. Actually, funnily enough, the game that I've been putting time into when I've had the free time to squeeze it in lately has been Starlink for the Switch. I decided to finally give it a try after the 7 years it's been out, because it was like dirt cheap when I found it on Amazon. I figured the game would be going for like hundreds of bucks or something because of all the pieces and whatnot. But no, I found it for like 25. I'm like, you know what? It's this cheap. I am gonna finally check out this game. See if it's any good. Like, really good. And I've been enjoying it. It's just funny how the game is basically Ubisoft's excuse to have a Star Fox game without actually having a Star Fox game. They put a lot of attention to detail in anything Star Fox related in that game, and it's so interwoven with what happens in the narrative. It's like so interwoven that it's still part of it, but not so much they're able to like remove it from the other two versions. Didn't miss too much, Lucario. Honest is here now. And I'm currently going through Classic as Samus while talking about playing Starlink because I've been playing that a lot lately. It's weird. It almost kind of is Star Fox Lite in some ways. I'll get into that in a second. I'm going to answer Orlando's question here. No. Remix is never getting any more updates. Remix itself is officially over. There will never be anything more Remix unless for some reason, someday, you hear otherwise. But as it stands, no more Remix. What is happening soon, because we do have an actual date locked in at this point, is that a new build with a lot of the Remix devs still working on it called Rex will be out this year. And that's kind of picking up where Remix left off. Stuff that we would have had in Remix in the next update is going into this release. So everything you expected from Remix will be carried on into Rex. But then from there on, we might decide to do some of our own stuff because it's a new build. It opens up new possibilities. So we'll see. Oh yeah, absolutely. To go into that though. So, I wouldn't consider it Star Fox Lite as much as like... I'd almost call it like a Star Fox Gaiden in a way. Like, almost like a side adventure, because it's weird. Like, Starlink's narrative itself isn't, like, so groundbreaking where it's like, oh, I'm super invested in all these original characters. There's nothing really, like, spectacular about them, which is kind of a bummer, because if you're playing on the, anything but the Switch version, then you're kind of getting cheated because you're missing all that Star Fox Nintendo exclusive content. You're missing all the Star Fox related missions, their integration in, no R-Wing, none of the weapons that has that can be utilized by other ships. Like, it's just all absent. But at the same time, because Star Fox was integrated so well, and even though, yeah, it doesn't affect the main narrative when you cut them out of it, it feels like something's missing when they're not there. It's crazy how well they did. And then the fact there is an actual, like, proper side quest mode adventure where you're actually focused on the Star Fox team.
3, 2,
Oh, I failed that one.
failure.
I thought my down B, not down B, my down tilt had actual coverage, and I keep forgetting it doesn't have that much. But the weird thing too is, in a weird way, the game is kind of a little bit of a sequel to, I guess technically it would be Star Fox Zero, which of course is a reboot again of the original Star Fox narrative that 64 already did when it went from Super Nintendo to the N64, retold the story anew. Zero did the same thing again after all these years, rebooted. But stuff that's happening in Starlink from where I'm currently at, playing through it, it feels like an actual continuation. Like it's actually like continuing onward from where it got left off before. So, yeah, it's kind of fascinating. How would I describe it? There's moments where you actually get like nods to what happened in the Star Fox narrative. Like you're tracking down Wolf, and there's a point where did the music cut out? Hang on a second, I just realized I lost my train of thought there, and that's what threw me off. Here we go. But yeah, there's a point in the narrative where they make reference to Wolf being on his own, no longer working with like Star Wolf and just kind of doing his own independent thing. And they make a reference to how he's probably doing this because Andros isn't around anymore to pay the bills. So it's kind of funny to think that Starlink gave us a sequel to Star Fox Zero, even though you wouldn't know it unless you're actually playing the game, and the story is still so like side questy that it doesn't affect things in the grand scheme. But it's still kind of cool to see it playing out like, oh, Andros is gone. That's why Wolf is apparently in Atlas of all places. Star Fox chases him down in this weird galaxy where these Ubisoft OCs basically exist. Yeah, that's kind of the bummer too. Like, Starlink also looks kind of rough. Because, you know, it's a game that looks amazing on the Xbox and the PlayStation, but you have it on the Switch, and it's like, obviously corners had to be cut. I'm seeing a lot of pop in, pop out when I'm playing too, I've noticed. But it's still fun. It's an amazing game. It feels good to play. Like, it's not a Star Fox game, but it does a lot of what Star Fox does right with how it's integrated into Starlink, that it makes it fun. Like, watching the characters, like, bicker with each other and have conversations back and forth with each other and, you know, just do their thing like they've done in the past games, but more in depth. It's very satisfying. Like, that's what makes Star Fox fun. It's just seeing the narrative play out. And so you're getting a good dose of that when you're playing them in Starlink. Dang it, my other me. What's happening? Well, whatever happened. We lost Zero Suit. That'd actually be crazy. They might do something like that, considering they were kind of doing that a little bit with the 3DS remake of 64. Kind of dabbled in that territory. Oh no, Starlink actually does look kind of rough on the Switch compared to its other two. Like I was saying, it's got pop in, pop out of models. Textures don't load in quite right, very low res before they kind of like level out when you get close up on certain objects. I've seen footage of the Xbox and PlayStation versions. It's a night and day with just how amazing Starlink looks on there. It just sucks that the Switch isn't as powerful as those those consoles. Because, yeah, due to the fact that the Switch is just so inferior tech-wise by comparison, it just can't look that good. But I wonder now sometimes how good could it have looked, you know, having Star Fox on, like, Super HD, the way that, yeah, basically like on the PlayStation, the Xbox versions looked so much clearer and crisper, and the textures looking about as good as like what you're seeing with like Prime 4. Oh no, not the AI camera. We're all doomed.
Ready, go!
Oh man, Chibi Robo in my Smash Bros. This is fine. We got another very fitting stage. It's so good. Wheezing. Oh no, closed the shelves. They want me dead. I meant the side B, not up B. There we go. Got one. You're all that's left now. You're all that's left. Oh, that's not good. I don't have as much killing power as I had before, but it's fine. There we go. Told you it was fine. There we go.
Versus Giant Ichigo.
Oh man, the fame. The fame has gone to Ichigo's head.
Ready, go!
At least I got my anime buddies to help me out. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Good to go again. At least for a moment. Might have to bounce again a second to grab water. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to get my Switch to. I'm going to wait on it for a little bit. Like I said, with Prime 4 coming out on both, I'm just going to get it on the original Switch and mess around with some stuff. Maybe play it on something other. But yeah, not until Air Riders comes out, I think that's when I'll make like the conscious effort to go for it, unless some big surprise pops up. But we'll see what happens. Also, kind of talking about the Starlink stuff, the bundle, as cheap as it was, did come with all the stuff. I actually got the Starlink R-Wings sitting up back there right now too, which is pretty cool. I kind of like the design. It's bulky, but it kind of has to be in order to be a toy that you can utilize. You know, during that whole Skylanders and Disney Infinity era, where you just had everything as a toy. Gotta have that integration. Oh, see you later, Lucario. Thanks for dropping in. Sorry that I dipped there for a second. But I'll definitely catch you on the next one. Probably try to stream proper Sunday. It's probably going to be the last stream for a little bit, while I put all my efforts into making sure everything for Rex's release is as finalized as possible. Make sure there's nothing left on my end that needs to be addressed. Yep, so we'll see you next time. I'd be surprised if it actually came out this year. If it does, that'll be cool. It's still crazy that I'm fighting a giant Ichigo, being helped out by my good buddies Goku and Luffy. I also tried to stream a little earlier on Sunday too. This is where am I? Oh, don't fall in there. That's not a good place. But yeah, tried to stream a little earlier Sunday too. Just wanted a bit later plan due to everything that's going on today. Get out of here, Ichigo. And go back to Bleach.
Crystal Smash.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Ready, go!
This one's a different layout. This is cool. Oh, these are also crystals. Okay. starting to get an idea of what's going on here. Now get back here. Not done destroying you. Oh, that one's a platform. Oops. Oh, good, I can go through. I'm like, oh, this is gonna push me down, isn't it? Okay, what's left? Probably something up above. Yep, there it is. There we go.
Success!
Ah! It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Man, I can't wait. It's gonna be good.
Versus Rayman.
And then, of course, if the inevitable happens, we get something new officially with Smash. Well,
Ready?
that's when everything starts to change. I'm still holding out for an Ultimate Deluxe, just for a chance to make it a more proper Ultimate. I always felt the name just didn't quite stick the landing, calling Smash Bros. Ultimate what it was, but I feel like it was missing a lot of the core stuff that, you know, character end of it, sure, you got a lot going on. The Everyone Is Here definitely made that part of it. Yeah, the Crystal mode's a lot of fun. It's a neat idea. It'd be cool to see it actually carried over to the 3D space somehow. But yeah, so kind of taking that into account, it's like, yeah, it'd be cool to see a proper, like, fitting of the name in this game.
Bomberman.
Where it's just Ultimate Smash Bros. Across the board. Ultimate collectibles, ultimate modes, ultimate ways to play.
Ready?
I would like to actually see them port Smash Run from the 3DS and actually make that like a full-on mode, or like Ultimate Deluxe, where you can actually play online with other people and interact on the same stage, instead of how they did it on the 3DS, where it was kind of until you had your stage. Make it like a true Smash Bros. City Trial, where you're all hanging out in the same area together, beating up enemies, and then you have a challenge at the end, whether it's like jumping the highest, or, you know, free-for-all, or a race, or that sort of thing.
Fox.
Infinite would imply you're gonna just keep adding stuff the other time, and we already saw what happened thanks to Halo using the Infinite title.
Ready?
It's kind of underwhelming. You gotta be very careful when you're naming your game something specifically with Infinite, because it's like, this is the all or nothing game. Oh, absolutely. Like, every time we got the new Smash, it's always a hype machine. Even if people act like, I'm not into Smash anymore, they always still check it out when the time comes. They want to see what's new. Ooh, I need that energy tank. Ah, got it. Just me and you, Pit. Man, I wish that actually had heal power. I know one move that does.
I never learned how to read!
Still one of the best taunts. Not taunts. Star KOs ever. Although, I know a lot of people miss the "Aya!" But not being able to know how to read, there's just something magical about that. I kind of wonder, like, in a mod, it feels like you can get away with putting in way more, way past what people would ever expect. But I think officially, it's kind of tough. It's like, how much is too much?
Race to the finish.
Oh, here we go again.
Ready? Go!
See if I can actually make it all the way to the finish as Samus. I feel like that running sprite could probably use a little bit of a tune-up. It'd almost be, I know it'd be very difficult to do, but it would be cool if there was a way to actually mirror, not mirror it, but have the arm cannon on the correct arm even when the sprite's facing the other direction. Oops. Forgot. It's not melee, you can't do that. Here we go again. This area is pretty cool. The stained glass. I like how you got some World of Light references going on there. Ouch. Going back through the factory again. Oh. Might not make it. I might have to...
5, 4, 3.
No, not gonna make it. So close, but I failed. Oh, yeah, I got hit a couple times on those spikes when I didn't want to. Shoot.
Versus
I made it with
Fighting
DDD at
Select
least.
Team.
Don't ask me how. I guess DDD's just too good.
Ready? Go.
Yeah, that's the big thing. So you only get a limited amount of time when you're developing officially. Whereas a mod, yeah, you've got all the time in the world. Corners have to be cut. They're everywhere. Although maybe having the difficulty higher was also why I didn't get there in time. Time I think. They're angry. One left. Pepperoni. I meant to land that, and I failed. Yeah, there we go. The almighty back air. I'd be surprised. It'd be a nice surprise to them actually be like, oh yeah, we do have an F-Zero, let's do something with that. Kind of in the same vein, I'd be very, like, bizarrely surprised if they decided, oh, Switch 2, let's do something with Star Fox now, after all this time.
Versus Metal Mario and Luigi.
Otherwise known as the Metal Bros.
Ready? Go.
I wonder if I can cheese like last time. Probably not. They're smarter, stronger. I mean business. Oh, good, I got it. There we go. And coming back from that one. Just had to out-cheese them, basically.
Versus Master Hand.
There he is. This is what he was waiting for.
Ready? Go.
Probably not that really cool startup, though, like the other games. Ouch. Oh, I thought I should have that. Oh, yeah. Gotta love it when those moves are so handy. Get away from me. As I attack him up front. This probably got Master Hand too. Not again. No grab. Oh, that just sucks you right in, doesn't it? Oh, not this time. to play that game. Ouch. I let go of shield too early. Ha. Outsmarted you. And the victory is mine. I'd be curious. Especially since they already did a lot of cool stuff with the one on the GameCube. Like, GX did a lot of neat stuff that, for some reason, has just not been carried over. Or expanded upon in a new game. It's almost like they might have already hit, like, peak and decided, where do we go from here? And then nothing comes with it. Am I seeing a Metroid? Yeah, we need congratulations screens. They need to come back. Aha! More unlocks. Look, Honest, more stages to play on. Yeah, definitely snappy and overly responsive. Yeah, I like that. I like to see more menu icons having like that kind of broken up look. That being said, though... And you gotta Falcon Punch him, too. You ain't just chasing him down. You gotta go in and punch. Okay. So I think now... Hey, Enchanted. Oh, you better believe there's Smash. Although now, instead of making a Flash, it's time to go on a Crusade. At least for a little bit. Not for too much longer, because it started later than I originally wanted to, so I figured, make sure it doesn't run as long. And this Punch Deck music is just so good. Go give Punch Deck a listen if you haven't heard any of their music before. Some really good stuff.
Super Smash Bros. Crusade!
The Crusade has begun! I'm really excited for that new update pretty soon. I was excited that they actually let me play the SmashCon build of this version that we got now.
Survival!
Yeah, it's kind of one of those bizarre things. Like, I've already said it before. I like a lot of the presentation of Flash. Flash 2 sprite work, stages look phenomenal. But this game, Crusade just feels more fun to play. If that makes sense, like, it just feels better, control-wise, like, it just clicks more for me. And there is a lot of new here with all these characters. Oh yeah, I don't know if you've seen this before, or recently at all, JViz, but yeah. Crusade had an update over this last year. I got to play the early version of this that had Balloon Fighter, Banjo, Crash got a little bit of an update, and then Dark Link got added with the secret skills moveset that Link had before. I wouldn't say turbo, it just feels better, like it just feels snappier, more responsive, like the inputs I do feel like they're actually what I'm wanting. But yeah, the only thing that Crusade really needs at this point is just sprite touch-ups for certain characters, and then you have yourself a bona fide masterpiece here.
Agumon!
This is a character I really would like to see added to Smash. Been a big Digimon fan for years, so having Agumon as a playable, oh. Let's go back to Metacrystal, even though I was just there in Flash 2. Maybe I should play Classic Mode. Compare the two Classic Modes.
3, 2,
But I'll fight Meta Knight first.
Go!
Basically, like Persona, which actually is very fitting for some Digimon games that are very similar to Persona. You know the ones, you know.
Amazing!
Like a combo counter too. Nice touch.
Fantastic!
two characters in one. This is way more intense than just being Marcel. It's still got a charm to it, so I can't complain. Even if it doesn't have that little there I go. Ouch. Even if it doesn't have like that very like rotoscope look of like Flash 2, still really cool looking. Just a couple characters showing a little bit more aim. Boom.
Unstoppable!
Not unstoppable enough. Didn't fail. Oh man, he's coming back. But he isn't coming back from that one. Oh gosh, the reference. I remember that from the show.
Survival!
Alright, if I'm gonna go through classic mode, who should I play? Oh, I like how you can also rotate the background. That's a mainstay. You can't let that go. So the newcomers that we got in the last update was Banjo, Dante, Balloon Fighter, and Caesar. But you also got Dark Link, who's technically the other moveset that Link used to have. Shoot, who should I play? Balloon Fighter is actually a lot of fun. But having Banjo here just made my day, because aside from Samus, this is the other character I really enjoyed playing and was so happy that we got. Caesar is also a lot of fun too. There's just so many good characters in this build. I think I might have to go with
Kazooie.
This has to be done.
Versus Ness.
Start off with the Boy Wonder with the PSI powers. It's not Lucas. Takes a little longer to load
3,
stuff, but
2,
worth it.
1, go!
Ooh, practice ready. Vanessa drew first blood. Ooh, that's why you shield. Never trust reckless drivers. Did I go through the building? Alrighty then. Oh gosh. Did you get hit from the other side? No.
Awesome!
That was not awesome. It was very neat. Okay. Vehicle's out for blood. There we go. At least he's happy about it.
Versus Team Shantae.
Red team. Red team. And of course these matches take a little bit longer because you got 4 players going at it, which this game is cool because it could actually go up to 6. Oh man, getting a full lobby here would be crazy sometime. There's the Wonder Win. Not as good as it is in Ultimate, but you can use it indefinitely. the Kazooie transformation. Get away from that. It went through with the grab. Very. Oh. I shrunk. Oh yeah, I shrunk. Didn't even realize until it was too late. Ender Pearl. There it is. This looks so good. Beautiful. You can't fight perfection. See, look at that. He's perfect.
Break the targets.
I like how they also got break the targets. It's a must. Yeah, the next update, that should be coming out pretty soon, and we're going to be getting sand, so
Go!
that'll be interesting to see. Oops. Missing. Should have just done that to begin with. Okay, those are the last two. There we go. You're not Banjo, you're Wario. Also, welcome aboard, Wario.
Versus Team Sonic.
I feel like we're at a disadvantage. Got a odd number fight going on here. Like we're missing one. And of course, yep. It takes a few extra seconds when you have all these characters loading in, but like I said, it's worth it. Incoming.
3, 2, 1, go!
The fact that there could be one more character fighting right now on our side to have a 3v3. That'd be so nice. Oh yeah, Yoshi got a piece right. Just up here, if I remember correctly, as well as Tuma. That's right, got a piece right in the latest flash. No, definitely not. They're kind of cheap too. And then the banish over the shadow realm, though. Yeah, this crap. You wouldn't like me when I'm giant. They may not have been the Team Sonic you remember, but I'm certainly not the Dr. Eggman that they remember.
Versus Giant Mario.
Oh man. I'd rather be Giant instead. Let's trade places. Takes a while to load when you got a character this big. Apparently.
3,
Into
1, go!
It's too far away. There's a problem. Oh god.
Good. Very good.
Save me, Waluigi, save me.
Great.
Oh lord. Oh lord. He's angry.
Excellent.
Well, that did the trick. It's the duo that we deserved at the end of the day. Sometimes the things that we ask for are not the things we get. Alright. This shouldn't take too long to load, it's just a bunch of platforms, right?
Go!
Yeah, I really like that Crusade brought this one back. Reminds me of simpler times. Smaller polygons, way less polygons. Part of the reason why it was simpler. The last one's all the way over there. Oh gosh, that bumper's out for blood. Ooh, that was close.
Success!
Hey. Nothing to it, right?
Versus Tingle.
I just love how the announcer's just like, Tingle? But it gets worse. But then again, at the end of the day, it's not too bad when you got that old punch deck playing in the background. It's good stuff right there.
3, 2, 1.
He's just looking for a fairy. He's just a spry young child at the age of 35. He'll find his fairy one day. Yeah, oh no, it's him. It's who everyone really wanted deep down. No. I'm in the twister. Not worth it. Where are you going? No. There we go. Just had to give him the old, well, in this case, bird brain.
Versus Team Mr. Game & Watch.
Too many LCD screens. Too many LCDs. Incoming, they're everywhere.
Go!
I like how also in these they're like, no, they're all default. No multicolor, whatever you want to call them. They're all one and the same. I'm stuck in the world of Game & Watch and I want out! Good wrecked. That's my payback. Snivy. I played Snivy a few times. It's a good moveset. Just admittedly, it doesn't quite jive with my style. But it also probably has something to do with the fact that didn't really play any Gen 4 or 5. Not really until much later on.
Go!
I missed out on basically everything Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Black and White. Got back into it proper. Oops. Got back into it proper when X and Y came out, just to see. There were a lot of friends that were actually like getting back into Pokemon after so many years of absence. For whatever the reasons. True, that whole generation pretty much got skipped. Ouch. That worked. Made it.
Success!
I like the Flash 2 race to the finish a bit more, but this one's still not bad by any means.
Versus Metal
Oh
Sukapon.
man. And Metal Olimar, don't forget. They're everywhere. Alright. This fight's about to get metal. It's also where I'll be testing my metal, but you get the point.
3, 2, 1, go!
At least I'm not alone. The doctor here to give me medical coverage when I get totally destroyed. Or that'll happen. Or it's just like, not worth it. Glad I did actually play those games, even though it was like years later when I started doing stuff with Pokemon Bank. You ain't coming back, Superbot. Just accept your fate. Step right to the end. I don't have a doctor anymore because of you. Will that do it? Oh, I'm surprised I missed. We need a playable Gruntilda. Let's go a step further. Imagine. I'd be shocked if someone actually was like, playable Gruntilda, that's what we need. Playable Andros, that's also what we need. Ooh, I get the duo this time. It ain't just one hand. It's two. I'm not ready. My body is not ready. I'm in trouble. Oh, that's not good. Get me back. Wake me up. It's all good. All good. We're fine. No, they've gone full laser mode. Don't get away from me. Oh gosh, that might have actually saved me in this case. I'll allow it. Oh, they're gonna do a duo thing. Oh gosh. No. Oh no. Oh gosh, no! Lasers everywhere! Oh no. No, no! Grab me! Ah, they were supposed to grab me. Lasers again? Oh gosh. Well, that worked out. This could be the end. Oh gosh. Not like this. Oh no. Let me go. Oh, that's one. Took the words right out of my mouth, Wario. Absolutely crazy. Oh. Enough of the lasers. Nope. Oh shoot. I was hoping you'd reset. That might be it. There we go. Made it. Whew. That was a close one. They almost got me. 232 last stock. That shouldn't have worked out. But you were here, folks. You saw it. Survived the struggle. and the rain falls on the desolate battlefield that once thrived with handiness. But when the gloves came off, all that was left was despair. I know, it was too deep for my own good. I've been drinking too much soda. Should be drinking water instead. Yeah, this is a culmination project too. So many years. All these different people that have contributed. I guess this is one way to do it. It's up to him. I actually recognize some of these names too. Like Dan Productions. I remember they were... Back in the day, I used to listen to a lot of remixes that they made. That's one way to do it too. Oh yeah. Like I said, I like both Flash 2 and Crusade, but there's a lot of stuff about Crusade I do like more. But they're both good. I enjoy both. And I will happily play any version of it that any dev wants to share with me, but it's a preference thing. We all have them at the end of the day. Just like what Crusade does more. Yep, here's the audio team. Let's see some familiar names here and there. Yeah, there he is. How are you doing? Remember I asked for permission to use some of his music years ago in like a silly skit that I did? I saw a familiar name. Someone that I might be talking with sometime in the near future. I'm actually getting a lot of these. Missed a few though. Nobody's perfect. Look at all these people. Oh, Dante has more? Oh man.
Congratulations!
Wish they had a congratulations screen. But having actual credits on there that you can interact with is nice. Oh wait! I lied. There it is. See, this is why it's actually worth playing classic mode. This is where you see stuff like this. Dante would win. He's just too good. Nothing against the Belmonts, but they have never fought anyone like Dante, despite all their years of demon hunting. Dante is more. Let's see. Since it is getting late, I think I will play one versus match with two characters that just makes the announcer basically go, "What am I looking at?" Versus
Luigi?
just the concern it raises in the announcer's voice. You get like, and then,
Luigi?
oh no, what's happening here? True, Belmont power, but you also got Dante power. Son of Sparta. I don't know. Be an interesting fight to see. We should vote Death Battle. See who wins. Get them to do it. Go to the training room because it's fitting the aesthetic that I'm going for in my setup. So yeah, I'll do one match with these two. And then I'll call it a night. Although, I think I want it the other way around.
Vegeta?
Not playing Vegeta.
Luigi?
There we go. This is how it should be. This is where things get crazy. This is where death starts to question what have they done.
Go!
This moveset, this moveset, this moveset. Oh my gosh, it's just a sped up version. It's so cursed. I was red with anger over the rage. There it is. Beautiful. Chungus attack. Big Chungus. It's crazy to think we had him, and then we lost him for a while, and then we got him back all before GTA 6.
Very good.
Crazy how life works out sometimes, isn't it? This doesn't make any sense. What is this world? But I mean, at least he's got some of the greatest grabs ever.
Great.
He's got an instant replay. Maybe.
Super.
Yeah, this is insanity. Look what we've created. This wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the fact that internet culture has gone to a point where we can never return. Oh no! Big bugs! I've been splatted. But now it's my turn. Let the madness consume. Oh, beautiful. Give him the boot. It's like he doesn't even know what he is. He's a manifestation of all that is insane about the interwebs.
Super.
Someday someone's gonna make a 3-1. You already know what's gonna happen. Boom. Oh, imagine if we got Ouija instead of Piranha Plant. I don't even know what to think. Get him. My leg. Hey, that ain't my sound. It writes itself, doesn't it? I missed. Hit him with the Ouija vision. Yeah, Wilhelm. Ouija'd. The fact that this is a thing is terrifying and beautiful in its insanity. Incoming. Just fire into the lasers. Oh lord. No, not good, not good, not good. I somehow made it out alive. Give him the boot. Mighty foot engaged.
Oh, winner is Ouija.
Ugh. Just, and then of course, even when the music's turned off, you still get it. Beautiful. You don't know real fear until you look into these eyes as they stare into your soul. Don't look for too long. You'll lose yourself. Oh man. Only in Crusade. Kyogre, is that you? I'm seeing things here and I'm not liking it. I want them to go away.
Super Smash Brothers Crusade!
The good stuff. Absolutely. Oh, but yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do Sunday. I'm either gonna open up the lobby and fight people on P+, Remix, and Flash 2, or I might do the thing I said I wanted to do and actually just run through some, like, games I've been wanting to play for a while. Like, I could actually stream my progress through Starlink, or I could hop through and play a few other things I've been kind of wanting to do, more on the casual side. Just kind of depends. I'm weighing my options. Maybe I'll ask around. It's like, do you want to watch me do this, or do you want to have the chance to play some matches? Maybe I'll pull it in a couple of places, gather some results. But like I said, Sunday would probably be my last one for a little while. Sunday or Friday, I actually gotta decide. Gotta decide how I'm gonna do it Friday. I might do it Friday instead, just in case. So, I might do that first. Which would you prefer, Friday evening or Sunday? And then, should I play matches, or should I just play some fun games and talk about why I enjoy them so much? That is the question. What has Ouija done to Kyogre? I always said Kyogre. Yep, the original direction, and then everything that went onward from 2011 to now. Crazy. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. It was a lot of fun doing this. I'm glad I was able to make the time to do it after, well, wanting to do it this weekend, but things not quite working out. But we made it. Took a little longer, but, you know, better late than never, right? So yeah, I'd like to thank you all for dropping in again tonight for another stream with Monte. I had Julian here earlier. Thanks for dropping in. Ricardo was here for a bit. Javits, and we had Orlando here too. Thank you guys for being here. Honest dropped in for a little bit. Thanks for dropping by. And then, of course, we also had Enchanted. Thanks for being here. And Wario. Guys are all awesome for being here. Appreciate it. And hopefully I'll be able to have you all here on the next one. So like I said, either Friday or Sunday. Probably leaning more toward Friday, honestly. So, mark that on your calendars. I'll find out if people want to actually play matches or hang out and maybe play Starlink or something. We'll see what happens. But that being said, time to call it a night. I got a long day of work tomorrow. For those of you that are creeping into the new day, hope you have a good Wednesday. And for those of you that are already here enjoying your Wednesday, get some sleep. And I hope your Wednesday treats you well too. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. And until then, farewell.